Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I would love to review this gorgeous wig for you, which is called Santa Barbara from the new Cities collection by Belle Tress in the beautiful color Milkshake Blonde R. If you want to know how long she is, how the color is composed, what special features she has, how the cap looks from the inside, and how I like her, then stick around and let's get started. Santa Barbara from the new City collection just arrived at my doorstep literally about an hour ago, and I just couldn't wait to unbox her, try her on, find out what's new, how the new cap looks, how she feels, how the fibers feel, how she looks like, how I'm going to like her, and of course show her to you straight away. And here we are. Now, I guess all of you who love Belle Tress have been anticipating the new collections that have been announced sometime pretty early last year, I think, or at least in the summer. I was already talking about the new styles that were going to come out in the fall, winter, and spring of 2024. And now I finally have my first new style from the City collection. I was lucky to be able to review a style from the Luxe collection as well. In case you missed it, I'm going to link it at the end. And I also love that collection, definitely. But I decided to get one from the City collection first. And there are a couple of more on my wish list. But I decided to go with Santa Barbara first because she really reminds me of my all-time favorite wig. It's not Edgar's Pick Elite, as I told you in my top 10 video I did a while ago. This is still one of my all-time favorites, but when I look at the style I have worn most of all, it's definitely this one right here. And as you can see, they look pretty similar, don't they? And this one here is just 1 or 2 inches longer than my all-time favorite, which is, of course, Upstage from Raquel Welch in the gorgeous and my favorite color, Shaded Biscuit. So I think I definitely picked the right one with Santa Barbara in the beautiful Milkshake Blonde R, which is almost identical to Shaded Biscuit. I mean, these are so close, I don't think anybody would be able to tell them apart if you showed them both colors next to each other. And it's really just a very, very tiny difference, in my opinion. So like I said, I couldn't wait to try her on, and there is absolutely nothing that disturbs me that I could tell you about this wig. And I'm pretty sure it's not just this one, but the whole City collection, because Belle Tress has been listening to us and has stepped up their game and improved their cap features. And we got a brand new cap with the City collection. It's really different from the old caps from the Cafe collection, and I couldn't be happier. So Julie from Belle Tress, in case you're watching, thank you so much for listening and giving us that new collection. And as you might know, they have been discontinuing a whole lot of styles from the Cafe collection. I think it's over 25 to 30 in the meantime, and they will be replaced eventually with new styles in that City collection. And I think this is really a huge deal and a major upgrade. And everything that always disturbed me and bothered me with the Cafe collection, which had beautiful styles and the best heat-defined fibers ever, I always said that, but you had the non-extended lace front with that ugly seam that you always had to disguise somehow. You had the lace or mono parts that were knotted so densely you couldn't can see through without plucking the part. And all of that is really a thing of the past, and I'm so glad about it. And you got better ear tabs that are more sturdy than the ones before. They have like better spendable stays in there. You got a new nape and Velcro adjusters. Can you believe it? Finally. Somebody over at Belle Tress must have been listening to all of us complaining. And like I said, I couldn't be happier. But let's get back to Santa Barbara. So it has a great length. It's a shag, I would say, like a long bob that, you know, has just grown out and has been layered. This is full of gorgeous, beautiful face framing layers that just look incredible. And I really love these styles. Like I said, Upstage is really similar in my opinion. I straightened it a little. When you treat the ends with heat, they automatically straighten, of course. And so this is just like a longer version of Upstage. And I'm so thrilled. And also the color, like I said, is almost identical to my favorite color ever, Shaded Biscuit. So the wig features an extended lace front that is beautifully done, and a left side monofilament part that goes all the way back to the crown or even further. It's really beautiful. And let me show you this from up close. Now, look at that lace front. Isn't that just the best lace front ever? I mean, I think the density is perfect. It's not too densely and not too lightly knotted. It's just perfect. They got rid of that white, very thin band they always had, even with the other styles from the Cafe collection. They didn't have that really wide band, but they had kind of a very small band of very light fibers right at the hairline. They got rid of that, and now this lace front is so impeccable. I mean, you can't see any knots. It looks like it's growing from out of my head. I would actually say this looks like a lace front made by Ellen Wille or Raquel Welch. It's beautiful, and it extends all the way down into the ear tab and looks so natural, and so does that mono part. Can you see this? You can actually see through to my scalp without plucking. It's perfect. I'm just thrilled with the special features and that new cap we got with the City collection. All right, now let me show you this gorgeous style from all sides. And of course, we're going to have a look at that beautiful color outside in natural daylight afterwards. So, how do you like Santa Barbara? Isn't she just great? Do you also love her, or isn't this your cup of tea? I absolutely love her, and I know I will be wearing this a lot. Now, the new cap, I would say, fits very true to average. I didn't have to do anything. I left the adjusters just the way they were when she arrived, and she really fits beautifully. She's not that large, not as the old caps from the Cafe collection. I would say this fits more like petite average to average, or just like Raquel Welch caps and Ellen Wille caps. It just feels amazing. It sits very securely, and I never wear a wig rib underneath. And so this feels like I said, a Raquel Welch cap, for example. Speaking of the cap, let's have a look at it from the inside. So here's that beautiful cap from the inside, which really looks like a Raquel Welch cap, in my opinion. Here's that gorgeous lace front, and as you can see, that those face framing highlights are not as thick and dense as they used to do. And then this beautiful lace front is extended all the way down into the ear tab. Wow, hallelujah. And then it seamlessly goes into that lace or mono part that goes all the way back, like even behind the crown, and you have enough parting space. Now here are those new ear tabs with the more sturdy stays inside, and the rest of the cap is open wefted. It has an extended nape and ta-da! Adjustable straps with Velcro. Yes, finally. So all in all, this is a very well made, high quality cap. Now the fibers are still those gorgeous, beautiful, heat-defying synthetic fibers, and maybe I'm just imagining things, but I would say they feel even softer than they already used to. And these are, I keep repeating it every time, the best heat-defying fibers on the market, and they just feel absolutely beautiful. I think they are the most natural, realistic looking fibers that look like human hair, and they are not shiny at all and just feel like your own hair. I mean, there are just no better fibers than Belle Tress, in my opinion. If you're interested in an update on how this wig wears and how the fibers look and feel after just one day, then watch out for my next video. And of course, you can use your heat tools to change the style if you like, you know, to straighten it, curl it, put waves into it, and treat the ends with heat if they start feeling a little frizzy and not so good anymore. Now, when it comes to permatease, there really is absolutely no permatease in this wig. I can't find any. I mean, there's no permatease, not even on the sides where there's always permatease. I just don't feel any. I mean, you never see it, but you can usually feel it. But this is really, I don't know how they do it with those wefted caps. It just feels like a hand-tied cap when you touch the back of your head. It doesn't feel like a wefted cap. And also, the density of the fibers is really low. I mean, this just feels like I said, like a hand-tied cap. And I think it also looks extremely natural. You know, there's no extra volume at all. And if you've seen my little tutorial on the last weekend, you know that you can always get extra volume if you like, even without permatease. But I just love the way this falls. I think it looks so natural and yet very stylish and like fresh from the salon. Okay, now let's have a look at that beautiful color outside in natural daylight. So, how do you like Milkshake Blonde R? Isn't it just the most gorgeous color? And let me tell you, it's almost identical to my favorite color, Shaded Biscuit, like I said. And I'm going to show you pictures of both styles next to each other, the Santa Barbara and Upstage. And you can see that the Milkshake Blonde R just has some more lowlights than the Shaded Biscuit, and they look like caramel blonde or brown, very light brown. But other than that, I think you wouldn't be able to tell those two colors apart, and I think they are really extremely similar. So last but not least, let's have a look at that color. It's called Milkshake Blonde R and has the color code 12 19 23 plus 8. Now the plus 8 is the root color. They used to call it 8R in the Cafe collection, Now it's +8. And 19 and 23 are both colors that are also the colors of Shaded Biscuit. If we have a look at the color codes, the 12 is probably that low light color I was talking about, and this is a light golden brown, which sounds like those low lights you can see. They look like caramel. It's a brown but not too dark and rather warm. So the 19 is a light sandy blonde, and this is the base color just as in Shaded Biscuit, and the 23 is a light ash blonde, which they use for highlights. And then there's also a platinum in there. You can see really light highlights, but it's very well blended. There are no streaks, just a hue of those face framing highlights, but no banding effect. And Belle Tress doesn't give us that color. I suppose, as always, it's the 101, which is the lightest and coolest platinum blonde. And the 8 is the root color, just as in the Butterbeer Blonde, Root Beer Float Blonde, Tres Leches Blonde, and Shaded Biscuit. And this is a light chestnut brown, and it looks gorgeous in that blend, in my opinion. So the only color they added to Shaded Biscuit, or also Butterbeer Blonde maybe, is that light golden brown with the number 12. I must say, this color is right up my alley, and nobody will be able to tell a difference to Shaded Biscuit. So bravo, Belle Tress. Okay, that was my review of Santa Barbara. I hope you liked it and it's helpful. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my future videos, and there's a new one coming out each Friday. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will gladly reply. Now, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well. Stay that way, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Now, in case you missed it and want to see my review of Mew from the new Luxe collection, you can find it here. Or maybe you would also like to see my review of Upstage by Raquel Welch, or you just watch them both.